Rob from HopZine.com. Thanks for joining me for another video beer review. This time I'm looking at something very, very exciting. I don't think I've been this excited about drinking a single beer in quite some time. So, it is a bottle of Stone's Enjoy by 11, 12, 13. So this beer is intended to be drunk before the 12th of November. It is actually the 1st of November. Big thanks to Andy Parker, Tabamatu on Twitter, Elusive Brewing. Check out all that. Big thanks, Andy, for bringing this back from San Diego. If not, I would have never tried this bottle of beer. Very excited about trying it. So, just give you some quick details about it before I get it open, because there's quite a lot. So I think this beer is meant to have like a 32 day shelf life. It's currently got 11 days left on it, so it's kind of like just over halfway in its run. I've just made notes on the hopping of this. There is very, very little kind of bittering hops per se. I mean, as far as kettle hops go, they only put in extract of super Gleiner hops early on, and then it's all at the back end. Mitch Steele says they use Simcoe, Delta and Amarillo in the kettle. Then it's in the whirlpool, they use Moto Echo, Citra and Cascade, and then it's dry hopped with Nelson Sauvin and Galaxy. Wow. So, obviously the bitterness levels should be quite low on this. It's 9.4% ABV. But Mitch does say it's a load of old nonsense that late hopping doesn't give you much bitterness. I'm going to try and not sniff the bottle, because I want it to be a nice surprise when I actually raise the glass to my nose. Wow, exciting stuff. So, beer in the glass. Perfect kind of slightly amber orange, I mean crystal clear, good brisk carbonation, the head pure white froth, very kind of whipped up egg whites. So let's give it a swirl, see what's going on here. I can smell something, but I want it to be a big surprise when I get near it. So let's dive in. Oh my goodness. That smells incredible. Oh, I mean, they've got a lot of different hops in there, and sometimes there is. If a lot of the Mikkeller ones with the 20 and the 10, got so many different hops, and you think it don't work, and it doesn't. It gets a bit muddled, but this doesn't. This is just perfect. It's just so fruity. Oh my goodness. This review is not going to be short, I'm afraid. Goodness me. Big time passion fruit, papaya, mango. It's definitely got the kind of whack of something, definitely Simcoe in there, but the nicer elements of Simcoe. It is slightly musty with that kind of slightly, I go raspberry coolie. Can't be a ponce, but there's a slight, yeah, there's got that kind of, and also I'm going to say fresh mint. It reminds me of the combination of flavours of a Neapolitan ice cream in that regard. Big pine, big, whoa. Big kind of like fresh, kind of sappy, sticky pine. It's got a nice kind of sugary, kind of sherbety note to it. Oh yeah, kind of jasmine tea. Because it does a floral note to it as well in that sense. Oh, wow. There's definite kind of sweetness to it. Oh, that smells absolutely divine. But definitely on me, I'm going to say it now. I mean, it definitely evergreen pine. I'm just sticking that in there. But definitely, yeah, a bit of grapefruit. But I'd say more on the mango, passion fruit, papaya, maybe a hint of cantaloupe melon. Not a hell of a lot kind of. There's not the sharp kind of lemony things going on. It's quite a sweet smelling aroma, with that kind of peculiarity, I think, that sometimes Simcoe brings, but in a beautiful way. And that's it. I think for me, Simcoe, it's a bit of it's a funny one. It can throw me in the wrong direction, but it's adding a lovely component and just a beautiful combination of aroma hops that actually just divine, and it's just so much of it. Oh. Wow. So, I'm pretty excited about this. So let's dive in. Cheers. Thanks, Andy. I cannot thank you enough. Cheers. It smells incredible. Good Lord. Oh, wow. Wow. Not as fruity as not as kind of like varied fruits, I guess, as the nose kind of led me to believe, but oh wow. Loads of grapefruit. I've pulled myself together. Definitely loads of pine, big piney kind of beer, but it's resinous, but it's not too aggressive. It's not too raspy. Beautifully kind of like positioned in the kind of flavour profile. Yeah, bergamot orange. Once again, that kind of jasmine tea. So it's got a very kind of like tea kind of character to it, like a herbal tea. Yeah, grapefruit. It's kind of like the orange. When I said bergamot, it's got bergamot orange. It's got more of a kind of like a fragrant spiced orange. Flavours massive. It's long. The bitterness is really well reserved, but it's certainly there. It's not. I mean, it's 9.4. It could be a big sticky sweet mess, but it's not at all. It's just perfectly balanced. It's mental how well balanced this beer is for 9.4. I think you do get a bit of the presence of alcohol, just a little bit, but it's not kind of burning or anything. Yeah. Grapefruit, spicy orange, pine, kind of nettly now, the black tea, jasmine definitely. Maybe I am getting a little bit warm and a tingle on the tongue, like a slightly, but the burn is more like a mild chilly tingle on my tongue. Wow. Yeah, the bitterness is quite a dry bitterness. It becomes slightly floral now, mildly chalky in that sense. Ending very dry actually, but with this kind of slightly boozy black tea, spice orange thing kind of wafting around, but wow. Oh, wow. What a beer. It smells incredible. Now it's kind of dropped out a bit more as the aroma. Definitely more heavier on the kind of like the more dank notes of it. I mean, if you've ever had Heady Topper, I think you could draw certain comparisons between those beers. Wow, it smells. Oh, it's such a big, fruity, complex aroma. Because it's not just fruit bowl kind of fruity hops. It's got a lot more depth to it than that. That is divine. It's one of the best double IPAs I've ever had. 9.4%. Drinks like an absolute treat, I tell you. That's beautiful. That's just beautiful. Goodness me. So I'm going to recap this one. So I'm off up to a friend's house for a bit of a night. And I don't want to rush this. Because this deserves a bit of my time. Whew, what a beer. Big thanks, Andy, for this. And it's a bottle of Stones Enjoy by 11, 12, 13, 9.4% ABV, a double IPA with a very, very limited shelf life from Escondido, California. I cannot wait to visit Stone next year. I'm going to California in April next year and I cannot wait to visit this brewery. One of my favourite breweries in the world, without a doubt. Do some freaking amazing beer. And their IPAs are, there's not many better. There really isn't. Wow, what a beer. Once again, big thanks, Andy. Where do you go from here? With a beer like that? Anyway, I'm Rob from HopZine.com. I'll see you next time. Sadly, it's not going to be a beer of this standard. Because it can't be, it just can't. I'll see you next time. Cheers. Cheers.